than you think. Okay? They admire you way more than you think, and they're watching you way more than you know. And if you play your cards right and you know how to be patient, how to watch, um, while not, so you have to be able to watch without ever taking influence from other people. So, I have that ability to where I know myself and I can watch others um, that I know that watch me. I can watch others that are critiquing me. I can watch others that are poking fun at me, picking, like some people or some content creators, they'll make content where they're talking good about you, but they'll poke fun at you a little bit because it's just kind of the way that things are nowadays. Everybody got to be negative. So if they say something positive, they feel like they have to tell you about the negative traits of your personality that they perceive. And I'm gonna tell you guys, man, like I didn't. I've always had this ability to catch people, and that's why I was in the military. I never, got taken out. I can just feel the energy. A lot of coworkers when I was in the military didn't like me. You got to be careful over there in Iraq. Whenever you have coworkers don't like you, your ass will end up, what I'm saying, having some accidental something while you're on a mission, and no one knows what happened to you. So I was always able to avoid most people that are haters or whatever. But I mean, I just have like a lot of people that like to. Well, let's just do it like this, okay? I'm a Leo, right? You guys know I'm a Leo, and there's nothing more fun in the astrology world than to make fun of a fixed sign and mainly Leos. Now, I'm gonna tell you why people hate on Leos so much, and I'm just gonna be real. Like, we know who we are. We always do. We live in our own little world, and when you see, that's why I love being a Leo because it's the best way to describe a chosen one. Most Leos are, and most actresses and stuff like that. Look it up. They're Leos. And see, people don't understand Leos, so they start trying to put us in boxes. The same way they do chosen ones, right? A lot of Leos are just have it together like that, right? Most of them have it together. We just have a soul on us that God put us here to inspire and just look good and be in our own little space. And we never get jealous or envious of anybody. When people were trying to make me get jealous and envious of people when I was younger and put me in competitions, I'm like, something don't feel right about this. And it's not that I think I'm better than anybody else. It's like I don't feel like I'm meant to compete with others that are here doing whatever they do, and their life is whatever it is. So I've always been that way where I'm like, I'm gonna compete with myself. I remember the year before I was, whenever I was younger and I was like lifting weights in high school, I'd be like, well, last year I was lifting this and I was looking this ripped. I should be looking more, you know what I'm saying, like this year. I never competed with other guys in the gym or weight training or nothing crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're a chosen one, you have a lot of admirers, and we live in an age of negativity. So expect, and this is no shade to the new generation. I'm a millennial, so we messed up things plenty too, and I take full responsibility for what millennials have done. But you Zennial generation, y'all really love negativity. Y'all really think that you're some kind of psycho analytical, whatever y'all think that y'all are. Y'all love using words to try to mess with somebody else's self-esteem because a lot of Zennials are in their heads a lot. If you notice it, they don't really do a lot of physical stuff. A lot of them don't like to work too much. They're all in their heads a lot. Now, I'm just putting out what I notice, right? And a lot of Zennials always have something to say. You know what I mean? But what I've noticed about that generation is no one ever wants to critique the messenger. See, they got this thing where they feel like they can say what they want to say, and they shouldn't be judged for saying whatever they want to say or whatever. They should just be able to say whatever they got to say about somebody else. And it should be fun and games. And why should that be? Listen, man, the generation has lost the ability to focus on themselves and not really worry about what everybody else is doing, because what's happened is, and it started with millennials, people started observing other people in order to upgrade themselves using the internet. Then they started trying to avoid mistakes that others have made by using the internet. And now people are so robotic, they don't know how to move without the internet telling them what to do, who to avoid. and getting on the internet and watching other people and critiquing them, poking fun and all this other stuff. And they don't realize they don't have a life of their own anymore. I'm not just talking about the Zennials. I'm talking about people, this mindset, right? I watch content every now and again, and I'm watching it on Instagram now, right? And I've never seen so much content about how Leos are this and that and the third now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really into astrology like 2 or 3 years ago. The only thing that was said about Leos was that we were arrogant, we're cocky and self-absorbed. Absorbed. No one wants to acknowledge me at all, right? But now I'm seeing all this stuff online about Leos moving in silence. I'm seeing this stuff online about Leos cutting people off. I'm seeing stuff online about Leos, they're cold when it comes to if you do them wrong. And as far as I remember, prior to me jumping on the internet, the cold fire sign was Sagittarius. They were known for cutting. Now, all of a sudden, Leos are known for cutting people off. Our negative traits are, we'll act like we never knew you before. Go check out my Instagram. I got a video on there with a young dude and a Zennial dude talking about Leos. And if that dude ain't talking about character traits that seem like he watches my content, and I'm just like, yo, dude, like, you got to reevaluate. You have a lot of people that watch your content. And see, I was married, well, I was in the relationship with that ex for 10 years. And I'm a good dude, so I wasn't on social media. I knew social media made me want to cheat and all kind of weird stuff. So I had to, after getting rid of her, I had to get caught up on everything that's going on right now. That's why I spent like a year or so online. I had to get caught up. I was so out of touch from not being on the internet. I had no idea about anything that's going on. So I had to get caught up on everything. So when I was getting caught up, there wasn't nothing being said about Leos but arrogance. They're just arrogant. Now, hey, you know, most celebrities are Leos. Hey, Leos aren't bipolar. They're just in their own little world and they understand that it don't matter what anybody else thinks. So I've given a lot of clarity to a lot of Leo haters or a lot of people that don't understand Leos. It will never be said to me that I do this for people. It'll never be said if they're watching me whenever they're coming up with. If you go on my Instagram and you watch that dude talking, I swear on everything, you be like, you know what? A lot of what this dude says does sound like the kind of stuff that King David be doing, King David dude be doing on his channel. A lot of the stuff that he's saying, right? And I'm just like, and he's part of the LGBTQ, so he likes dudes, so obviously more than likely, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting two and two together, right? So I'm just like, man, you know, being a chosen one, you know what I'm saying, and being a Leo is like a double whammy, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a Leo, man, when you're chosen, you operate in the same Leo energy, okay? So just take Leo out of it. But when you're chosen, I'm telling you, when you get to that level of ascension to where you love life, you know that what everybody else says doesn't matter. You know you're here on this journey alone. You don't take no crap from nobody, but you don't start nothing. That's how Leos are all the time. That's how we are all the time. It's natural to us. That's why it's easy for y'all to watch me and other Leo fire sign type people who are fixed signs. We're not going to take no crap. We know who we are. I'm not going to listen to you tell me who I am. Get the fuck out my face. You know what I'm saying? That's how Leos are. Who are you to tell me who I am? Get out my face before I hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of people that we are. And they ain't going to never change. And before, it used to come off like arrogance because everybody wants everybody to think they got to like everybody. Well, most people don't like you. They put a mask on to try to fool you and everybody else. We don't wear masks. I'm not going to wear a mask. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm not going to let you play in my energy, period, point blank, period. Right? So I'm listening to the Zenio fool go through his little babble about what he believes a Leo to be and some of the stuff he got right. But like I told y'all, the Zenio generation and some millennials, late model millennials, they do this thing where when they give you a compliment or tell you a positive trait about yourself, they feel like they have to tell you a negative character trait about yourself as well, which is weird. Why do you think you have to do that? Now, that's something that's in you that's causing you to feel like you need to humble this person simultaneously Well, big up in them. It's weird. This is why y'all are weird to me. This is why y'all are weird to me. You will never catch me giving somebody a compliment and also giving them their bad trait, personality trait. What do I need to critique this grown adult for? I don't need to critique them unless they ask me. That's y'all's problem. Y'all are out here putting people in categories. This dude was saying, I'm a Leo. Sometimes I can talk too much and talk your head off, and then other times I can just sit there and quiet. Well, that could be true, but the way that you go ahead and decide to describe it is a weirdo thing to do. You know, why say that we can talk your head off instead of saying that we know how to hold a conversation and keep you actively engaged? That's the way you want to fucking say it, you goofball. Because if I'm keeping you entertained and you're watching and you hate watching and others are watching, then obviously I know what I'm doing. And if I can go ahead and go without talking, then apparently I know when I'm speaking, I'm trying to get a point across and entertain. So to sit there and try to make it seem like I'll talk your head off, this is what they do. This is why I don't listen to people. They have ways that they can describe things, but they choose to describe things in the worst possible way with the worst words, right? Like, if that fool's at work and he was asked, "Hey man, what do you think about your manager?" He's not going to say, "Oh, he talked his head off." He's going to say, "Oh, he's very detailed, orientated, and he makes sure the point gets across." That's what he would say to somebody he respects. When he's trying to throw shade on a slick, he's going to say some goofy stuff like, "Oh, they'll talk your head off." Shut the fuck up. No one's making you listen. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't get along. I ain't got no dude friends. You know what I'm saying? Some people in certain groups are just too dramatic for me. And if I were to be as dramatic to them, and you know what group I'm talking about, then they're going to get all sensitive and all cry, I want to cry, whatever. So, you got to let certain groups just be dramatic and whatnot and just let things go or whatever. I'm telling you, when you stick to yourself, you stick by yourself and you're minding your own business, it's really not possible when you're a chosen one or a Leo to go around and do what you do and not have people have their own little spin they want to put on your life. This is why I stick to myself. Man, I be in my house, man. I be jamming out, boy. Y'all, man, if y'all knew what I'd be doing during the day, y'all be like, how in the this dude living like, man, I'll be jamming out in there, man. I'll be, what I'm saying, eating whatever I want to eat, man. I'll be in there playing my video games. I'll get in my truck, ride down the road on the mountain, take some pictures of nature, get back here, get on my motorcycle, ride it around, post up, try to get some chicks to watch me or whatever. Then get on TikTok, work out shirtless, having women fawn all over me, getting all wet, then leave them, tease them, you know what I'm saying, jump off of there. I'm doing all kind of stuff. I'm living my best life. I ain't thinking nothing about nobody. I'm man, and this is just Leo shit. I was doing this before I even got with my ex. I was doing this when I used to work for the government, when I was like in my 20s, dude, late 20s. I like my time to myself. Leos don't like giving our energy to everybody because a lot of people have something to say all the time. And a lot of people want to be able to have something to say without you getting offended by it. But they know the stuff that they're saying is not the proper or polite, way to speak. That's the problem with a lot of people. They want to be able to say what they want to say as rude as they want to say it, and they don't want to be held accountable for their words. That's why I told you I'm listening to content creators. They want to be able to describe you in any kind of shady way they want to, and when you call them out on the shade, they want to be like, "Oh no, that's just no, you know how to talk. That's how you get jobs, right? You know how to speak to people like you have some sense and some respect. A lot of people don't speak when they speak about me with respect or speak like they have any sense. And then whenever I call them out on it, they'll be like, "Oh, you're just being sensitive." Like, that's just the way I choose to speak. Well, that's the way you choose to speak. I choose not to listen. I choose not to take you serious, and I choose not to have no respect for you whatsoever. And I choose to treat you as such. I choose to treat you like I have no respect for you, like you should not be respected, and I want you to do something. I'm going to disrespect you to try to, get you to do something, piss you off enough to do something because you're running around here thinking that you can just speak any kind of way about people, but as long as you say it in a jokingly way, it's not supposed to be offensive. That's the problem with this newer generation, these late model millennials. You can't do that. If you go and do that shit to a Gen Xer, you might get hit. They're not going to take no shit from you. A Gen Xer going to be able to pick up on that little slick shit that y'all be doing, a little slick mouth shit. You're going to probably get hurt, right? With a Gen Xer. A millennial will hear you do that slick stuff, probably gonna try to get back at you on some slicker, more petty, methodical stuff, right? Y'all gotta stop with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all back on track. It's not just Gen Z. Millennials do it too. Stop watching people and critiquing them, judging them, watching them for entertainment. Work on your fucking selves. Work on your fucking selves. I get it. Some people are just losers that will always just watch and observe other people. But to those that do stuff like that and then jump online and try to be cute, that's the reason why I check people the way that I do. That's why I check, because ain't nobody checking these goofies. It's so cute and fun and funny to get on here and just try to critique and throw shade and do it in a funny way. It's funny looking. You're not funny. You know what I'm saying? I watch these secret admirers, man, because I don't care what you say. When people are using your archetype to make content, when people are coming back and watching you on a consistent basis, these are secret admirers. Y'all wonder why Leos move like we do. Y'all wonder why we just don't care what you think. You always have something to say, and no one's ever asking you for your opinions. You know we don't want to hear it. You know we're in our own little space, minding our little business, and some people just don't have the capacity. So when they don't have the capacity to really enjoy life and love God and, you know what I'm saying, be in love with themselves, they got to try to gaslight you to make it seem like you're doing something wrong, or, you know, it's a little bit strange, or you're a bit self-absorbed for it. No, we're not. No, we're not. And even the ones that'll support what you do, if they're not a Leo, they're still going to get slightly jealous, and they're going to be out here throwing a little bit of shade while they're throwing a few compliments out there, right? Because they just don't have it in them. You're out here multitasking, you're well spoken. So let me go ahead and tell you what people try to say when you're well spoken and articulate. You talk too much. That's just mostly black folks, you know what I'm saying, from America. They ain't got no fucking sense, right? I'm gonna be real. That's gonna be mostly the ones trying to say that you talk too much. It's gonna be black folks from America. There's this thing in black America about being well spoken. They'll try to make you seem like, you know, you're lame or whatever, and they'll try to do it in a cute, you know what I'm saying, type of way. No, you are not gonna, other black Americans, when y'all start trying to gaslight me and say that I speak too much, you motherfuckers need to speak more. You need to work on, you know what I'm saying, getting your words, articulating them right, read some books. You can't gaslight me and try to make it seem like being well spoken and knowing how to articulate yourself and being able to speak thoroughly is a bad thing. Take that gaslighting on somewhere. Just because your parents didn't raise you right, just because your parents didn't put the time in to make sure that you can be in a place where you can speak and everyone can understand what you're saying, don't give you the right to try to gaslight those that can. Okay? So know that shit right up front. Anybody's telling you that you speak proper or that you talk too much, this is a jealous person that can barely form sentences. This is a person that has a hard time and struggles to put paragraphs together. So you need to understand gaslighting when you hear it. When you're the kind of person that things come easy to you, you work really hard, there's going to be somebody that's going to try to say something to try to get under your skin and make it seem like the hard work you put in was meaningless or you're doing too much. When they're not doing enough, right? Just like you'll have people out here that will try to make fun of you for being a good multitasker and being able to schedule things and get up early. It's just hate. You know what I'm saying? It's just hate. I don't know what these goofies are doing. They're just driving all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And stopping in roads and stuff. Going down this way, get my space. Always have situational awareness, man. Always. Always. Why I wear shades. People can't tell what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching around me at all times. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here chilling, but my situational awareness is always up. Now, could it be a veteran thing? Nah, I was doing this, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. That's just the way I am. It's what I'm built. I always know what's going on around me, just like I'm talking about right now online. God gave me man, listen, I'm so unique, and I make sure that I stay unique, that I can tell when somebody's describing me, man. When you really pay attention to every little thing you do, and people think that what you're doing is all just coincidental and you happenstance or you're lucky. No, when you're literally putting thought and you're, moving a certain way, speaking a certain way, talking a certain way, looking a certain way, upgrading yourself a certain way every single day, you can tell when somebody's describing you. You can tell when somebody's shading you. You can tell because you're putting the work in on yourself. So you can listen, man. I'm a very unique dude. So if I hear somebody speaking in a way, I know they're talking about me. Now, people can be like, oh, you're being paranoid. If I'm being paranoid, what is it to you, though? What is it to you? It's like these goofy channels out here that try to drop videos talking about how you could be being paranoid. What is it to you? Why are you trying to project and convince me from your perspective I'm being paranoid? You need not worry about it. Why does it bother you? See, that's what I look at. When I see goofy titles like, chosen one, you might be being paranoid. These are people that observe other people and want to project their perspective as if they got it all figured out. If you had it all figured out, you wouldn't be projecting your perspective on other people. You'd be working on yourself and you'd be showing people how to get there. You wouldn't need to watch other content. See, this is why I don't collabo. This is why I don't bring up any of these people, because a lot of people, and you guys that work jobs know what I'm talking about, a lot of content creators just watch other content creators and they just mimic what they see and try to upgrade. They're not original. There's no authentic type of side to them. They don't have any originality. They're not really creators. You know what I'm saying? So they have to watch you. Even if they don't want to watch you, they have to watch you. They need to get ideas. And you will always, I don't care if somebody calls themselves a friend, a coworker, another content creator, when a person throws shade at you, when they're describing you or describing your archetype, your zodiac, whatever, if they throw shade, they're telling you how they really feel. I don't care if they say it in jest. People are too low IQ to really know how to hide their wicked feelings towards you. So what they'll do is try to hide it behind a jokingly gesture or, make it seem like they're kind of picking on you. There's never a need for an adult to pick on another adult. I'm going to repeat, there's never a need for an adult to pick on another adult. That's an adult that doesn't know how to show love to another person. So they pick on that person, right? And when you allow that kind of crap to happen in your energy, you know what I'm saying? You're kind of allowing people to have influence over you. And anytime you're like a Leo and you're just like, I'm not going to take anything you have to say. I don't care what you people do. I don't care that you people are trying to compete with me. I'm competing with myself. What does an idiot do? They got to find a way to gaslight that, right? They'll do things like this, like, I don't see you people. I'm a Leo. I don't see you people at all because I only compete with myself. This is gaslighting. Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? What's going on? This is gaslighting. Don't joke. Don't laugh it off. We're serious when we tell people we don't see them. We're serious. It's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? You want me to compete with you so you can feel good about your shitty ass self. Because if you feel like I compare you to me, then you feel like you're on my level. But when I tell you shitty dirt bags that I don't even see you, I compete with myself. Oh, it gets to you dirty asses. It really does. You got to find a way to gaslight it. When you gaslight someone saying that, I want you to understand how insecure you seem to where you feel like you need to gaslight somebody that's like, hey man, I'm just not in it on this plane to be trying to compete with other humans that are out here living their life experience the best they can. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself by only competing with my older version of myself. You're going to have people out there that's going to try to gaslight that. They're going to try to say some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I love watching American Negroes. Those are the best ones for me. I don't know about any other race people because they'll try to find different ways to shade you in real clever ways. If you can take notes on that shit, man, you be ahead of the game. You be ahead of the game. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? If you can watch your enemies throw shade at you or talk junk or whatever without getting offended, if you can watch them, you know what people think about you. You know what your haters think about you. So if one of these goofies that make videos like this decide to actually, with their fake profile, say something in your comment section, you've probably already seen the actual content creator's channel who's really talking junk about your archetype. So when a fake profile jumps into your comment section saying the same things along the lines of that content creator, you've already built up a defense against it. You already got something to say to them. That's why you're like, oh, this guy's so quick on his feet. I see my enemies. So when one of them jump in my comment section or fake profile, I already have something to say to them because half the time I know exactly who I'm talking to. I know exactly which hating ass content creator it is. Y'all have no idea who I watch, who I study, because I don't get emotional. Y'all think that you're throwing a bunch of shade and I don't see it because I don't react to it or say nothing about it. No, I see it. I told you on the weekends I watch content. You know what I'm saying? And lately I've been up at night, so I'll be watching. I watch stuff, man. I just don't get offended by it. I know who you people are. You know what I'm saying? I see the demons on you. I know you're weak. I know you're soft. I know you're scared. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, but I really like a shark. Okay? I see blood in the water, man. Your ass is grass. A lot of y'all are bleeding. You know what I mean? You talk too much. You're too weak to keep your opinions to yourself. I bother you so much that you need to say something to make yourself feel better. That dumbass need that y'all have to say something to make yourselves feel better, I catch you every time. Be having random content creators pop. I had a TikToker, this goofy looking I can't. Why am I going? He's part of that community. Black dude, and he's a channel reader, and you know I don't watch any of that shit. So when this dude pops up my feed and he starts running his mouth, he starts talking. I'm like, this dude watching. So I sent him a message saying, "Hey man, you readers are fake as hell. Y'all aren't channeling nothing. Y'all are watching somebody's channel, and then you're giving your fucked up perspective like you're God, and you think you can do that." You know what he said back to me? Instead of saying I'm a crazy person, why am I? He said, "No, I'm an actual channeler, and you're here because I summoned you, and when I'm channeling you, and on this diatribe like he knows me." I blocked that Negro. All I wanted him to admit was he'd been watching my channel. All that wobbly, babbling nonsense he was saying wasn't, no, I don't watch your channel. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're here. No, he started trying to explain away what he was saying. Does that sound like somebody's not watching your stuff? If I had somebody hit me up talking about, man, your content definitely got something to do with me. Hey, man, you need to stop watching me. I'm either going to hit the like button and keep it trucking, or I'm going to say, I don't even know who you are. I'm not going to go into a diatribe talking all this crazy, nonsensical babble. So I caught you, Negro. I told y'all that these people are weird. I told you, man. And I get online and I'm an engineer, so these people don't know I build algorithms. So I'm just like, I can tell who's watching, and then I can watch what they say, and then I can know how my enemies are moving. I can stay ahead of y'all. I can what I'm looking for. I can pick with you. I watch my haters all the time, so I can drop a little snippet in one of my videos that'll be directed at one of my haters, but only those haters that are throwing the shade that I'm talking about are going to know what I'm saying. I do it all the time, letting them know I know you people. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you don't really matter in my world. You can gaslight whatever I say all you want to by trying to make it seem like I'm some egotistical, narcissistic person because I mind my own business and I don't compete with other people. See, when you mind your own business and you're in your own lane, you don't compete with other people. That's the furthest thing from narcissism. To love yourself enough to know that you don't need to trick people, manipulate people, con people, or compete with people, that's a win. That's not narcissism. That's true human, you know what I'm saying? A human being in their true nature. When y'all are right here competing with each other, trying to throw shade at each other, all this goofy, weird, you're operating in narcissistic, low vibrational, demonic principality energy. That's what you're operating in. And you're never going to get blessed by the grace of God because you're not even operating in God energy. You're not. You don't get downloads. You don't get blessings by being a devil and then covering it up from everybody. God sees everything. What are you doing? What are you doing? The trash is going to stay in the trash bin. Okay? You're not going to get out of there and become some overnight celebrity that anyone's going to care about. You don't have nothing about you worth remembering. And all you people do is operate in negative, low vibrational energy while trying to gaslight others that are doing their own thing into thinking that they're doing something wrong. It's low, it's trashy, it doesn't work anymore. You understand what I'm saying to you? Hey, what's going on? No, no, no. Exactly. Glad you brought that up because it helps me some things up close and do you know how many goofy content creators would love to project on them and say all these weird things in the background about how this is what they always do, right? This is what they like to do. They like to tell you, like, okay, you got this going on for you now. And then they like to say things like, what's your negative trait? No, fool. You don't get to project onto me and tell me what you believe my negative characteristic traits are. That is your projection. You people are not the mouth of God. You're not the Son of God. You're not Jesus Christ. You're not the, you know what I'm saying, the other name that, you know what I'm saying, the Son of God has. You're not none of these people, but you want to act like God. This is the reason why I say things like I listen to no man or no woman. I'm not going to listen to you because you people move in wicked energy. You keep trying to make someone think that you're, somewhat friendly. But the moment you need to tell somebody about themselves and tell them about the negative traits that you perceive, you lost me, cuz. You lost me. Who are you to tell me what you perceive? Good or bad? Let's be real. Good or bad? But I'll let the good stuff slide. But who the fuck are you to tell me what I'm doing wrong when you ain't perfect? You're not rich. You're not good looking. You don't know how to attract people to you. Who are you to tell me what you perceive and what you see from the very little information that I post up online? You're an ignorant fool. You're an ignorant fool. You are not to be listened to. But notes need to be taken on your foolish behavior. So I can identify a new fool when they come into my presence. You see that work? So I think that you're dropping shade. See, content creators out there that know that you have other content creators shading you. The goal of them is for you to come across their video and then they're trying to wordplay, using spell magic through words, get into your psyche, and then try to, have subliminal thoughts in your head all the time, doubting yourself from whatever these fools decided to try to present in front of you from their shitty ass, low IQ perspective, from their shitty lives and their bad relationships and the way they decide to live. When you know who you are, you will see this shit immediately. You'll know good-natured people because good-natured people, like my friend Moon, he has a lot of stuff to say about me. Okay, he's in hurry. He really does. And Moon will sometimes slide a little bit in the conversation, but I will check him really quickly and be like, I didn't ask you that. You know what I'm saying? And if we're gonna go down that road, I can go ahead and tell you kind of like what I feel about what you're doing too. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need to be doing stuff like that. Like you can dislike what I'm doing, but if I'm not hurting no one, my son is age, growing, strong, hair long as hell. He's like a Leo with his hair long as it is. Nah, man, you ain't got. And I make sure his hair is right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like matted up or nothing. It's curly right. Nah, you ain't got shit to say to me. You ain't got shit to say to me. I'm out here working out, eating healthy, looking good, skin shining. You ain't got shit to say to me. I'm out here putting out a good message to men to man up, do the right thing, hold yourself accountable, move like a man at all times. You know what I'm saying? Whether people are watching or not, no, you ain't got shit to say to me. Now you can get online with your raggedy black asses and have a whole bunch of jokes or whatever, but that's part of the reason why most of us black Americans are a joke to everybody around the world. We're too busy attacking each other and trying to clown each other instead of you trying to reach out, you know what I'm saying, trying to learn something from one another. Because I'm going to tell you something about black Americans. Let me tell you something about some of these niggas. Slave mentality. They got the mindset, if you can do it, I can do it better. They're not the only people to have it. I got a bunch of Caucasians and haters out here, a lot of females too, that have this whole mentality, if he can do it, I can do it better. But black Americans got this thing, especially dudes, where if they see you with a fine chick, they're like, well, if he can get her, I can get her. No, Negro. No. And you shouldn't be thinking like that. That's why I don't have no friends, dude. You don't have to be more than a black dude to be my friend. Fuck you. Most of y'all are weird as shit. You know what I'm saying? And will try to take advantage of another black guy before you do any other race of people. I'm not playing with y'all, man. You can say whatever you gotta say, like no said. Say whatever makes you feel better behind my back. You will never say it to my face. You will never approach me. You will never come into my comment section with your real profile and not a fake profile, your real YouTube account. Because a lot of you guys are content creators and say what you have to say with your chest. Grab your nuts, grab your clit. You never will do it. You just want to sit back and throw rocks and hope that something lands. Must be getting ready to die. I've been on here for long enough anyway. Real quickly, guys, make sure you stay focused. The devil's working overtime. I want y'all to do something, man. It's something that that movie, the Batman movie with that Joker, I forgot his name, but the dude that really put himself into the role and ended up passing away. There was a quote in there. He said, "Let him laugh." I'm paraphrasing. Let him laugh, let him mock, let him mimic. You take that and you use it for fuel to drive you where you need to be. I want y'all to understand that when I see you motherfuckers on here trying to be cute, you know, gaslighting, and there's a lot of different groups and niches that do it. I just see trash. They ain't never going nowhere. And I use it for motivation. I don't get online and talk too much about it because I don't want to give you trash, you know what I'm saying, any kind of feeling like you're doing anything. I see what you do, and you don't have to be shading me. I want y'all to understand something. Ain't got to be some goofy, garbage content creator dropping subliminal shade to me. If I see a goofy content creator trying to shade anyone, you are trash to me. If you're a dude, bye. Hit you in the face, man, if you was ever in my presence. Y'all are trash, man. And so I ain't got no problem with getting online and saying what I say. If it, you know, ends up putting me in a category where I got to move by myself, you see, I ain't got no problem with it. I like being by myself. You know what I'm saying? When people start getting too friendly and trying to talk about collabo, I'll get on here and start talking some reckless shit just to remind them, hey, you think that I'm, you know what I'm saying, a dude that's pretty monotone. I'm a fucking Leo, man. I will do and say whatever I feel like doing in the moment. You can call me bipolar, whatever the fuck you won't say it to my face. And I'm gonna still live my best life. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You ain't gonna do shit about it. Online bobbleheads talking all the time with opinions. That's why I told y'all, a lot of dudes don't really want to say nothing directly because they know once I get wind of it, I'm going to tear that motherfucker, this low IQ, barely able to talk dude apart. I'm going to tear him apart to where he want to fight. And then he knows I'm about fighting too, so it's like, ow. And then these chicks, man, they just don't want these words. I'm telling you, how make their mom wish she swallowed, or the dad wish that he left you running down the left side of your mother's thigh. I'm telling you straight up. That's why it's easier to talk junk about how focused I am, about how I don't compare myself to other people. It's easy to throw rocks from a distance and try to make it seem like it's funny or it's strange. It's not strange. Not to let somebody put you, some random human, put you into a competition with them. Some lowbrow, low IQ trash that could be in a better situation, because a lot of content creators have money on here that watch me and get jealous. So this is to y'all. If you trashy motherfuckers don't think that I see y'all watching me, all levels of you, all big content creators, some celebrities, some rappers, you know what I'm saying? I know who's watching me. Why do you think I'm so motivated? Why do you think I'm keeping more stuff to myself? You people with big platforms and rappers and whatnot that steal from guys like me and then go on big platforms and take our words and say it first, I'm noticing. I'm not going to give y'all any more tight-ass quotes to say. I'm not. I'm not going to give y'all no more wolf pack talk. I'm not going to give y'all nothing to hijack from me, okay? I'm going to get on here, do what I do, and when I blow up, that's when I'm going to start back putting out that shit that be like, God damn, that dude be dropping some quotes. You're not going to take words out of my mouth no more, man. It ain't going to happen. You need to know that I'm not full of shit. If you think, oh, he's full of, the big content creators that watch me know that I'm not full of shit. The celebrities that watch me, they know I'm not full of shit. All you gotta do is say certain words that I've said first. It don't matter if you're watching me directly, you're watching somebody that's watching me. If you're watching somebody that's watching, I say very specific stuff. There was nobody on the internet saying you got dick on the breath prior to me. Anybody says dick on the breath, you're watching my fucking shit. I came up with that when my ex-wife was talking to me on the phone. I never heard it before, but I wanted to say something to her raggedy ass that she would never forget. And I said, shut the fuck up. I can smell the dick on your breath from here through the phone. Never heard that before. So if I hear a motherfucker say dick on the breath, you're watching me. But this is an example of what I'm saying to get my point across, right? And it's a context of you saying dick on the breath, right? It's a chick talking to another chick, it's a dude talking to a chick. You watched me. You can't just think of that out of nowhere and it'd be this, nah, dude. So listen, when you're original and you stay authentic, and everything that comes out of your mouth is what you think, what you've thought about, what you've planned for the most part. When you get out here, I'm speaking downloads or whatever, still everything is in alignment with the way that I've been, the way I've been speaking. It's original thought. When you have original thought and someone adopts your ideology, you can tell. I can tell when you people adopt my ideology without giving me any credit. I can tell by what you say. Moving in silence. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you ain't competing with nobody else but yourself. Having a good time with yourself. Being celibate. You know what I'm saying? Skin shining. Whenever you're, eating right, drinking water in alignment with God. All this different stuff that I see all you people eating off my plate, taking. I don't care about it. That's why I just be letting you goofies do it. I couldn't imagine seeing a damn near in-life superhero running around doing whatever he wanted to do and God blessing him and probably not copy, mimic, mock too. I'd probably be doing some goofy shit like y'all do too. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine. Because I know a lot of you people watch me. I'll be on TikTok working out. Do you think that these are supporters of mine coming in? I have 200, 300, 400 people coming to my TikTok live stream and I only have 20 likes. Do you think those are supporters, or do you think those are dudes that are content creators that are trying to watch me, see what I do, see if they can figure out how I'm getting fit or whatever? You don't think those are women watching me and then running back to their channels, making content about how your shoulders look good, your chest is super defined, you're super ripped, you know what I'm saying? You got great posture. I know who you're talking about. I know. This is part of the problem with being a seer. You can see too fucking much. So what I choose to do is to stop watching. I have too good of an ability to read between the lines of words, man. And then God just keeps throwing these idiots at me that watch me every time I go online. It's like he's telling me to stop watching content or something. Every time I hit scroll, it's some idiot that's taking my doggone archetype and giving their shitty ass perspective of it. Trying to throw shade. So it's like, you know what, fuck it, man. I'm over here watching Heart of Dixie all the time now. Going to tell me that I ain't known, or going to make it not like my videos. Don't hit the like button on my live streams. You know that every time I go live on here, it says I have like 40. On good days, I'll have 60 direct people. It says direct. That means they got notifications set directly. It ain't like random algorithm. No, 60. Do I have 60 likes? No. I get the likes from my actual supporters. The other 50 or 40 or whatever are haters. They're haters. And they got notifications set, come over before my even supporters get here. Do you see how it works? Remember I told y'all I'm in a position where I'm surrounded by haters. I'm surrounded by people that think they can do what I do and do it better. And until they see that it's not possible, until I get the clout they're gonna keep doing what they do. And I'm trying to work my way out of this area of people that think they can do what I do or gaslight me or hope to get under my skin. I'm just like, you know what? I'll know when there's people out there, there's content creators worth watching because, they'll reach out to me or, God will, what I'm saying, let it pop in my feeds or something like that. And on other platforms, it's all right. But on here, man, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit. So that's why I don't really man, I'll have people on here. I got so many different kind of people. I'll just give y'all some examples. There's dating coaches that watch me because I'm really good at what I say, dudes and women. I'm really articulate. I can really break things down that are complicated. I got dating coaches watching me. Let's knock that out. So if you're a dating coach and you think I don't know you're watching me, you got it wrong. You understand what I'm saying to you? I got life coaches watching me. Because if you think about it, I'm teaching you how to, conduct yourself in life, how to be a better person. Things that life coaches would do. So I have life coaches watching me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take, whatever they can and then regurgitate it on their channels. I have narc awareness abuse coaches watching me. Some of the people I disdain the most. I really don't like those narc awareness coaches. If you're a narc awareness coach and you think you've thrown a little bit of shade my way or whatever, trying to call me a narcissist or whatever, you're an idiot. You look like the hell you've been through and you need to sit down somewhere. I've never liked y'all. There's only like one woman in that group that I liked. This black woman. She's the only one that don't look like she aged badly from the narc abuse that she endured. And you people, the narc is still winning. Y'all are making years of videos about narcissists and your exes. That ex is living rent-free in your head. You're losing. You're losing. See, I went through all these different phases as I've gotten to the place I'm at now. When I found out my ex was a narc, started giving out narc awareness information on here. I was able to get a lot of Soul Tribe members on here, but I also ended up getting a lot of narc awareness coaches that wanted to prove me to be a fraud. But when they started seeing that I'm real good at what I do, some of them even admitted, hey, some of you people out there aren't even trained on it, and y'all are just as good as a narc awareness coach with a certification. I seen that. I appreciate it, sweetheart. I know. But I don't want to dwell on, but I'm not bashing you. I told her there's one woman that was good at it, and I'm good with that black woman. But I don't want to be in that energy all the time because you're kind of like dwelling in narc energy because you have to keep on top of, having information right. And narc energy is very toxic energy. So I wanted to get away from it. Now, the only problem is also my goofy self decided to get into tarot, right? And I only got into tarot because I was developing my spirituality, and tarot and other things you can kind of use them as tools to help develop but when I realized that it's a bunch of witches, not real witches, like these wannabe chicks, because I did my research. The people that do real hoodoo and voodoo, they're like islanders from Africa, other countries, and they don't go around targeting random. I don't know why my internet's disconnecting. You know what I'm saying? But if there's any connection issue, I don't know. I must be talking about some stuff that YouTube don't want me speaking of. Okay, so I got to be careful, you guys. I'm going to work on the Patreon, because YouTube has gotten so bad to where they censor you for everything. I keep getting shadow banned whenever I speak about anything that's important to me. And every time I start speaking this way, like on my other channel, I started speaking too much about the powers that be and their agenda to divide men and women, and now my channel's shadow banned. Like my subscribers are telling me they're not even getting notifications. So that's just the way that the government does things. God, man, get on my nerves, dude. They work with these companies and these platforms, and they do these soft, it's a control mechanism. So it's it's a way for them to control the narrative without putting out legislation. So they do it all the time. They'll just have algorithms that are set to catch, certain words or whatever. And then they're also making lists of men like me that are speak. Check it out, look it up yourself. They're making these different lists, you know what I'm saying, of guys to target that are speaking a certain kind of way. They're trying to call us extremists or whatever when I'm just a single father out here putting out facts. When you have your own country speaking of you this way, and you're a combat veteran, you've defended this motherfucker twice, and you have this raggedy ass radicalized government out here trying to make it seem like you're doing something wrong when you've gone to war twice for this motherfucker, you know the reason why I'm moving to Thailand. You know why. You know why I'm moving on the Rumble and whatever else I can where I can speak my mind. I'm not gonna let this government control what I say, but then allow the women that they want to push the agenda of men aren't nothing and women can take over. They're pushing all their crap to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Women talking way, way, way more hateful than I ever could. They're pushing their stuff to the forefront. If you don't notice that, and you don't notice them suppressing guys like me or whatever, then you're just a damn fool and you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. And I don't even know. know what I'm saying? I don't never say nothing too radical, but these people, you know, on my other channel, they have flagged the last 3 live streams I've had. This is how you know that you're being shadow banned. You get that ads sensory tab. I'm like, how the fuck? How am I getting tagged on these? One of the videos they didn't even cuss. One of the videos I didn't even cuss. I'm like, once they flag you, dude, they flag all your videos and they'll put you on this timeout. I've noticed it for like a week. It's like a week. And then after that, you'll start getting more subscribers again, your views. I'm like, man, these people, man, I'm tired of this shit, dude. I am tired of it, man. I'm just not one of those dudes. I'm putting out real information. I'm not only putting out clown information or tarot perspective information. I'm putting out real shit people can use, man. That's what frustrates me. I don't really be caring about people and what they do. It bothers me how the system is set up against me. I don't like that shit, man. That's the kind of stuff that bothers me. That's the stuff that I be thinking about, how to get around, how to work around. Like, how do you want to suppress me, man? Like, there's women on here talking reckless every day about men. I mean, real reckless shit. Nothing happens to them. Man, I say a few doggone words. Get on my nerves, man. Same here, I prefer to be alone. People at the gym get too close and I hit the ghost. That's what, I don't even go to the gym. I don't want to do, I had some random guy knock on my door yesterday. I love doing this thing where they come to my door over where my truck's at. And I don't like random company. I don't know you. And they come knocking on my door. What I do is I come out the front door, I walk around the house, and I be like, hey, what's up? What's up? What you need? What's up? I catch them off guard. You don't catch me off guard at my house, fool. Don't come pulling up on me and I don't know you. I'm gonna come around the house or come from the woods or something and walk up on you. And you're gonna be like, hey, do you live here? Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? What do you want? Is this older white dude? He pulls up, he's like, do you know 15 Timberlake? I was like, no. And he was like, wait, you don't know where, didn't I just tell you I don't know? He was like, went to his truck, got up in that motherfucker, got the fuck up out of there. I was being nice to him. I told him I didn't know. This is why I don't like talking to people. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? Like this, like one time before, a friend of mine, he was his dad came over, and I was hanging out with my friend's girlfriend was there, and his dad came over, and his dad has a pickup truck, and I could tell that his dad was like feeling some type of way because I got a Raptor and whatever, and his dad goes and says this weird shit to me, don't even know me. He goes, hey, I got this is what black folks do all the time anyway though. And I got this tree trunk I need pulled out, man. And I see a winch on the front of your truck. I'm wondering if you can pull it out. I'm thinking to myself, why in the world are you asking me to use my truck to pull out a tree trunk? As if I was like, nah, I don't even use it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even use that thing. I don't even know if it still works. She's like, well, wait. You got a winch in the front of your truck and you don't use it? Had to hit him with the same thing. Didn't I just tell you I don't? Do you have a problem with that? Apparently you do. This is the kind of stuff, like, that's why I don't really interact with people. People say dumb shit. They don't really realize what they're saying. They really be telling you about themselves and how they really feel about you without really noticing it. That goes to show me that dad thought he had something to say to me, like, you know, like, I don't know what I'm doing with the kind of truck that I have. It don't matter if I never use that winch. It's my truck. You know what I'm saying? It ain't yours. You need not worry about it. But again, like I told you, man, you know what I'm saying? People just be saying stuff, doing stuff, being stupid, not paying attention to what they're doing, and I'll pay attention to everything. I might not act like it, because I like to fool a fool, but I'm always paying attention. Always. Always, man. Watching everything around me. That's how I dodge all my haters. That's why you don't see me, you know, making friends with people that really low-key hate me, because I just go through their content, stuff pops up. Some people do hit me up, and I've already seen their content, and I know they ain't about shit, so I just ignore them or I just like blow them off. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they ain't about shit. I know they've thrown shade my way a couple times, and when they hit me up, it confirms it. When I'm watching one of your videos, or some of them, and I feel like you're throwing shade my way, but then you eventually hit me up on some DM shit, I'm like, oh, you was definitely throwing shade my way. Definitely was, you hit me up. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know that my skills are honed. I don't have no question about what I know. And if anybody's like, well, maybe you're being paranoid, well, maybe you need to mind your business. Last time I checked, I didn't ask for your opinion. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you think I'm being paranoid. Your perspective means nothing in my reality. It ain't none of my business either. Your perspective of me, and if you think it's none of my business. It's none of my concern. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you think. You know what I mean? And you have people do stuff like that all the time. It's really just trying to get under your skin. They want you to be questioning, you know what I'm saying, the way that you're living your life, because you're not living your life in the way that most people do. And most people want you to live your life in the way that most people do, because a lot of people can catch on patterns. But when you don't have any identifiable pattern, they can't see your eyes, they don't know it scares people that are wicked people. It scares them. It scares them. It scares the shit out of them. And it's like, I can't predict what this guy's gonna do. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be minding your own motherfucking business, not predicting what others are gonna do so you can make different countermeasures or try to get in the way of it or try to get, no. That's why I don't tell you nothing. That's why you ain't gonna know none of my business. That's why I don't get on here and, nah. You people ain't got no sense and you think you smart. Ain't nothing worse than a dummy that thinks they're smart. I'm gonna tell you again, ain't nothing worse than a dummy that thinks they're smart. You add a little bit of envy in there and you got a whole person that'll cause a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dummies online that think that they're smart. A lot of them. Now, other people that I know that are dumb. Anyone trying to call me dumb in whatever you're saying or trying to call me slow, you gotta know that you're a hater and you look dumb as hell. The one thing you can call me arrogant, but the last thing you're gonna be able to do is call me dumb. Does it offend me when you call me dumb? No, but I want you to understand how stupid you look to call somebody dumb. You know what I'm saying? Me especially. But I'm over here running laps around you goofy ass people and looking good while I do it and getting more fit and becoming a better dad and becoming better spoken. So I don't know. You people are projecting. You're low IQ and you're a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? You know what my biggest mistake was? Getting online, thinking people had common sense and thinking that people can multitask like I can. Those were my biggest mistakes. That's why I have so many haters. They cannot function at the level that I can. And I assumed that I was like normal people and that everybody could do what I do. I'm not. Most can't. It causes jealousy. Then those lowbrow, low IQ fools are gonna try to find a different kind of way to gaslight me and make me feel like I'm not great like I am. It's my job to recognize the hater up front. So when that hater speaks, your words mean nothing to me. Well, how do you know it's a hater? Anytime somebody's saying something negative to you and you didn't ask for it, that's a hater. You can call it whatever you want, but if someone's giving you constructive criticism, advice, recommendations, or telling you your negative personality traits, that is their perspective. It doesn't mean shit in your reality. It doesn't make it a fact. Wishful thinking at best, but it doesn't make it a fact. And when you know that as a reality, because people will try to find different little ways to poke and pry to get under your skin. So when they say what they say negative about you, they're hoping to get a reaction. But when you know you got a fool that's trying to get under your skin, and that same dirty fingernail, fat-fingered, don't show their face on camera fool could actually work on their appearance, try to become a better person with that same level of energy, you don't give them none. You're not doing nothing to work on yourself. You know that you don't have the ability to do it. You know it's not in you to do it. So the best thing you can do is try to gaslight somebody that is doing it. Well, not gonna work on me. I'm focused. Life's together, okay? Now before my phone died, I'm gonna get off of here, man, but I'm telling you, for you idiots out there that are continuously trying to throw jabs at me and men and women that think like me, keep wasting your time, dummy. Keep wasting your time. All we're gonna do is continue to make content off your counter content. We're gonna continue to be able to get to deeper levels of understanding off your ignorance. So, you know, 111 timer, as I say this, man, so you know it's to be true, man. We're gonna do nothing but upgrade and become better versions of ourselves from the hate that you try to fling our way. Because that's how we're built. That's how you grow in this plane. You grow through the pain and the suffering. The more suffering that y'all try to throw on me, which you don't understand, I fucking thrive in suffering, man. 2 years in Iraq, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We went back a third time. I thrive in hell. So you go ahead and keep throwing it at me, man. I ain't doing nothing but getting stronger, man. Keep throwing it at me, dummy. Dummies. Y'all weak, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You over here, you think that you see some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't let the smooth taste fool you. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here working y'all. I see my influence. I see Negroes out here using descriptions of myself to make them feel strong. I don't need you to tell me nothing. I see it. You got to use a description of me to make yourself feel strong. I know I'm doing my job, man. You ain't got to tell me nothing. I know when I'm being talked about. I know when I'm being used to motivate and inspire. I know when my words are being used to put somebody else in their place. I see it all, man. That's the best thing about being authentic and, you know, being in alignment with God. Whatever you want to know, you'll be able to know. When you're authentic, you will see your authentic words. People keep thinking that I'm picking up stuff from somebody else. This is my shit. So when you regurgitate my words, now you're my son and daughter. I don't give a shit how old you are, how many subscribers you have. I don't care if you're a celebrity, rapper, singer. When you regurgitate my words, you're my son and my daughter, okay? And I don't expect for you to give me credit where credit is due. Fathers never get that kind of respect. Just make sure you move out through the world and take whatever I teach you and upgrade yourself. That's all I care about, like a good father, okay? People are fucking nuts. You're lowbrow, you copy everybody, and you think that everybody's copying everybody else. No, my shit's original. So when you regurgitate my words, I take mental note. This old ass nigga's over here copying me. What the hell? This fine ass black chick over here taking words on my mouth. What is this white lady doing? What are all these Hindu women doing watching me? I'll be like, what are all these Hindu women watching me? You ain't got no Hindu dude you can watch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch this black African American because you know who we really are. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You know who we really are. You know who you watching and why you watching me. And I know why you watching me. Give a shit what you gotta say. I give a shit what shade you throw. You know why you watching me. You know what I'm saying? You Indian people, Hindu people, some of you people are Egyptian. Y'all know why y'all watching me, man. Y'all know one of the original people, you know that bloodline when you see it? You know when you see the original people bloodline. You know when you see an original bloodline, you know what I'm saying, ideology and movement. Y'all know what y'all see. Understand something? No. I know what I'm showing. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm showing. I know what I'm presenting to you guys. I know what you see too, okay? Don't ever get it twisted. You gotta play the fool to play the fool. Don't ever think you know more than I know. You understand what I'm saying to you? Don't ever think that when I engage with my subscribers, because some of y'all might be some of these subscribers in here, and I engage with y'all and I take notes from y'all, that's me trying to connect to my soul tribe. I don't need any of the information that's given. I don't need any guidance, none of that stuff. You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't need it to grow or nothing like that. That's just me connecting to my soul tribe. That's it. So when y'all are over here, possibly in fake profiles, trying to feel like you're able to help influence me or you can get to know me and I drop my guard, that is me fooling you. That is me being who I am. The guard is never dropped. You know what I'm saying? That's me connecting to my tribe. That's all that it is. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever think that you can mentally manipulate me. That's the point. At that point, you become mine and you're in my tribe. If you ever think that you got me, more than likely, I got you at that point. I'm watching you, I'm monitoring your content. Don't play with me. I didn't survive 2 years in Iraq, work for the White House, and then become a self-made engineer without a degree and get fooled by internet dummies. Don't play with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. I'm over here redefining what a Leo is. Don't think that I don't know that you people aren't watching me. You other Leos, you astrology people, don't think that I don't know that y'all are redefining what a Leo is based off of what you see me do. I know what you're doing. You wonder why I'm so cocky? Why wouldn't I be? And all y'all watching me, man. And y'all don't want to give me no credit where credit is due. I got a lot of shit to be cocky about. When you got motherfuckers that want to tell you that you're doing it, but they always watching you, I got 50 direct, man, before I got shadow banned, I'm having 50 direct people coming in here, and I ain't getting 50 direct likes. Nah, y'all haters, man. Y'all don't want to come over here, but you feel like you have to stay on top of things, become so trendy, right? Man, I got y'all, dude. How does it feel to know that you can never approach me? That I more than likely know you've been watching me. How does it feel? You thought you was watching me, watching a rat or a mouse inside of a cage. Nah, nigga, I've been watching you and all y'all. So when you approach me and I have nothing to do with you, know that I know you were watching, you threw a couple shots, I know who you are, and I want nothing to do with your sneaky ass. Know that shit. Know it. Know it. Any people that I do respect, I make mention of them. If I don't make mention of you, I ain't got no motherfucking respect for you. And if you watching me, I'm an engineer, nigga. I'm probably watching you. I'm probably watching you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Ain't no way I can stay on top of my game the way I do if I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So keep playing around with it when you want to, man. And I'm seeing so many different kind of people, diverse groups of people watching me. I know I'm influential. Hindu women that can barely speak English, accent heavy on them. Hindu women, right? Obviously I have Filipino women and stuff, but these women are in the countries where being a monk and all this, what are you watching me for? Hey, listen, I got it, man. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear none of y'all tell me shit. You watch me too much. You take too many notes. I see my words and hear my words on your mouths. You can't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me nothing. The dumbest of y'all that be copying me the most, be trying to give some kind of advice, really be trying to give criticism. It don't matter to me, okay? Losers are gonna do what losers do, and you're doing what you gotta do. You're a student learning from your teacher, and some things about your teacher you might not like the delivery. Well, you know what I'm saying? You can take my words and deliver it better, okay? In your way. But remember who the fucking teacher is. You understand what I'm saying to you? Class dismissed.